everyone! Today we're going to talk about Japanese particles, but not any particle. I'd like to focus on case marking particles, or kakujoshi in Japanese. Joshi means particle, and kaku means case in Japanese. Hence, kakujoshi basically means case markers. So, what are they and why are they there? In order to explain their functions, first let us look at some example sentences in English. The first sentence reads, Hanako hit Taro. Hanako is the one who hit Taro. And the second sentence reads, Taro hit Hanako. Here it's Taro who hit Hanako. So by flipping the order of the words Hanako and Taro, you change the whole meaning of the sentence. This is because in English it's understood that the noun before a verb is a subject, and what comes after a verb is the object or the complement. But this will not be the case in Japanese sentences. Here we have two sentences. The first one says, Hanako ga Taro o nagutta. Nagutta is the simple past tense of the verb naguru, which means to hit. So the sentence means Hanako hit Taro. In the second sentence, the order of the words Hanako and Taro are reversed and says Taro o Hanako ga nagutta. And it still means that Hanako hit Taro, or it is Hanako who hit Taro. The two sentences mean exactly the same thing, except for perhaps a little difference in nuance. This is because the little ga here in both sentences marks the noun that comes before it as a subject of the verb nagutta, whether it is at the beginning of the sentence or in the middle of the sentence. And the little o marks the direct object of a verb. So in both sentences, it is Taro who is marked as a direct object of the verb nagutta. By a direct object, I mean the receiver of an action. So Taro is the receiver of the action of Hanako's hitting, and Hanako is the doer of the action in each case. So you see how the word order plays no importance in Japanese sentence structure. The Japanese sentence structure is generally classified as SOV, subject, object, and verb, but that is not even true. The subject can come before or after the object, or an adverb or time words, etc., and vice versa, as long as you keep the verb at the end of the sentence. But again, in real conversation, even the verb can come before the subject or the object, but we're not going to talk about that in this lesson. All you need to know for now is that the case marking particles are the key to understand the Japanese sentence structure, not the word order. And a particle marks what comes before it, unlike English prepositions like in, on, from, etc. These are 9 case marking particles in total. So first let us look at ga, the subject marker. So let's look at a few examples. Inu ga iru, there is a dog. Manga ga suki da, I like manga. And ame ga futte iru, it's raining. As we saw earlier, ga marks the noun before it as the subject of the sentence. But if you look at the English translations, you might think, hey, ga doesn't necessarily mark the subject of a sentence at all. For example, in the English sentence, there is a dog. The subject is there, not a dog. Or the next sentence, I like manga. I is the subject, not manga, and so on and on. Therefore, it's very important to understand that usually the English translation of a Japanese sentence is not literal. It's translated in a way that it sounds natural to English speakers' ears instead of respecting the Japanese sentence structure. So the more literal translation for the first sentence would be something like this. As the verb iru literally means a living creature exists. The sentence literally means a dog exists. And a dog is the subject of the verb to exist. A dog exists might sound completely strange, but that's how we say it in Japanese. For the next sentence, manga ga suki da usually translates to I like manga, but that is not a literal translation at all because suki da in Japanese is not a verb, but an adjective, meaning something is pleasing, likable, or appealing, etc. So here, manga is marked by the subject marker ga because that's the item that is appealing to someone, which is watashi here, the understood topic, which is omitted. The third sentence reads, ame ga futte iru, it's raining. Again, if you look at the English sentence, the subject is it, an empty pronoun just like there in the first sentence, because the verb to rain in reality doesn't have any doer. You just place the empty pronoun to substitute a non-existent subject. But in the Japanese sentence, the verb is futteru, which is a present continuous form of the verb furu, meaning to fall. So it can take a doer, which is ame or rain. So the sentence literally means rain is falling from the sky. Ame is the subject of the sentence. Now let's move on to the direct object marker, o. Here are a few examples. コーヒーを飲む. I drink coffee. The second sentence is バスを降りる. I get off the bus. The third sentence, 公園を散歩する. I walk in the park. The first sentence is pretty straightforward and easy to get, but O particle can sometimes be a little bit tricky. Some verbs, which wouldn't normally take a direct object in English, may take one in Japanese. For example, verbs like 降りる to get off, 出る to get out, take a direct object. So the second sentence, バスを降りる means I get off the bus. I, the understood subject, does the action of getting off. In other words, the bus receives the action of getting off by 私, I, if that makes sense. Also, motion verbs such as 散歩する, 走る, 泳ぐ, 通る, etc. can also take the place where that motion takes place as a direct object. So the third sentence, 公園を散歩する means I walk through the park. So don't get fooled by the English meanings of verbs, which could be quite different in Japanese. Now let's look at the direction marker, e. This one is pretty simple in a way that it has only one function and it usually translates to in English and is often used with a motion verb such as go, come, return, etc. So here's a few examples. どこへ行くの? 日本へようこそ。向こうへ行って。So the first example, どこへ行くの? どこ is a question word meaning where. So どこへ means where to where. And 行く means to go. And no at the end turns an informal sentence into a question. So the sentence means where are you going? Or in which direction are you going? どこへ行くの? Where are you going? The second sentence, 日本へようこそ. ようこそ means welcome. So it means welcome to Japan. The last sentence is 向こうへ行って. 向こう means the other side or over there. And 行って is the te form of the verb 行く, to go. So it is an imperative sentence. Go. And go where? Go over there. Go in the direction away from me. Go away. And this particle a is most often interchangeable with another particle, which we're going to talk about next. So ni particle is the destination marker. Unlike a particle, ni particle has a wide range of function, but the basic concept is it marks both the direction and the final destination, or more figuratively, the goal or purpose as a result of the movement towards a certain direction. So it can mark the time, place, and purpose among others. So here's a few examples. 8時に起きる。東京に住んでいる。日本に旅行に行く。In the first example, 8時に起きる, the subject I here is omitted, 私 is omitted, and ni marks the time 8時 or 8 o'clock because that's the point in time at which your action of getting up is directed. So 8時に起きる means I get up at 8. The second sentence, 東京に住んでいる. Tokyo is a place, the capital. 住んでいる is a present continuous form of 住む, to live. And the subject here is omitted as usual, so it means I live in Tokyo. Notice this ni cannot be replaced by a particle because remember, a only marks the direction and not the final destination as a result of your movement. The final example, 日本に旅行に行く. 行く is a motion verb which usually requires the direction. Here it is 日本, to Japan. And 旅行 is a noun that means a trip. So 旅行 is neither place nor time. It is the purpose of your action of going to Japan. So 日本に旅行に行く translates to I will travel to Japan. Next, we're going to look at で de particle or the background marker. It marks the background information behind your action. Therefore, it can mark the place where a certain action or event takes place, or sometimes the tool means through which you do a certain action, or sometimes it can mark a chronological background or a time frame during which a certain action is done. So here's a few examples. アメリカで生まれた。日本語で話す。1年で日本語を習得する。So the first example is アメリカで生まれた。アメリカ, the United States. 生まれる is a simple past tense of 生まれた, to be born. So it means was born. So I, the understood subject, was born in the United States. The action of me being born happened in the United States as a background. So it means I was born in the United States. The second sentence, 日本語で話す。日本語, the Japanese language. 話す is to talk. So this is clearly different from the sentence 日本語を話す, where 日本語 is marked by the direct object marker を. So it means I speak Japanese. Japanese is the language you speak. On the other hand, in this sentence, 日本語で話す, 日本語 is marked by de particle, not を. So 日本語 is not the object you speak. This sentence doesn't have any direct object, therefore it's unclear what topic specifically I talk about, but I talk about something using the Japanese language. 日本語 is a tool of your communication, not the object. So 日本語で話す means I speak in Japanese. The last example, 1年で日本語を習得する. 1 means the number 1 in Japanese, and 年 means year. So 1年 means 1 year. 習得する is a verb meaning to master something. So the sentence means I will master the Japanese language in a year. 1年 is a time frame during which the act of your mastering Japanese will take place, therefore marked by the background marker で. Notice here you can't say 1年に because に can only mark a specific point in time, not a duration. Now let's move on to the togetherness marker と. This usually translates to either and or with in English. Let's look at some examples. 花子と太郎。友達と勉強する。太郎と結婚する。So the first example is very simple. It's not even a sentence. It's a phrase. It means 花子 and 太郎。花子と太郎。The second sentence, 友達と勉強する。I will study with a friend. So you do the act of studying together with your friend. And the third sentence, 太郎と結婚する。結婚する means to marry or to get married. So it means I will marry 太郎。Next, から is the starting point marker, which usually translates to from in English. Here's some examples. カナダから来た。映画が8時から始まる。1からやり直す。So the first sentence is カナダから来た。Canada is Canada. 来た is a simple past tense of 来る, meaning to come. So the sentence means I came from Canada. Canada is the starting point of your coming to whichever place. The second sentence is 映画が8時から始まる。映画 which is marked by the subject marker が means a movie. 8時 means 8 o'clock. 始まる is an intransitive verb that means something starts. So the sentence means the movie will start from 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is the starting time of the movie. The last example, 1からやり直す。1 means the number 1 in Japanese, and here it simply refers to the beginning. やり直す is a compound verb made up of やる, やる means to do, and 直す to fix or repair. So the verb means to redo something or start over. The sentence means I will start from scratch. This kara particle is commonly used together with another particle that marks the end point, which is まで, the end point marker. Here's a few examples. 駅まで歩いた。6時まで仕事だ。子供から大人まで楽しめる。The first sentence, 駅まで歩いた。駅 means a station. And 歩いた is a simple past tense of 歩く, meaning to walk. So the meaning of the sentence is I walked to the station. You started walking from whatever place that is not mentioned all the way to the station, which is your endpoint. The second sentence, 6時まで仕事だ. 6時 means 6 o'clock. 仕事 is a noun which means work. The omitted subject here is clearly not I or 私 because that would mean I am work. 私が仕事だ, which doesn't make any sense. So the understood subject would be something along the lines of the things on my agenda or schedule. All I have is work until 6 o'clock, which is the end point of your work. So I have work until 6 o'clock. The last sentence reads, 子供から大人まで楽しめる. 子供 means kids, and 大人 means grown-ups. 楽しめる is the potential form of the verb 楽しむ, to have fun or enjoy. So here the subject is omitted as usual, so let's say it, whatever it is. It is enjoyable for which categories of people? Not only kids, but even grown-ups too. It appeals to a wide range of people from kids to grown-ups. So that's it for today. These are the 9 case marking particles in Japanese. I hope it helped. Thank you for watching and hope to see you guys in my next video. Thank you. Bye.